Hold on, guys. 1 second, please. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. My tripod is hanging by a thread. Welcome in, Kings. All right, I appreciate you guys being here. Happy Monday. God bless everybody on this Monday. Uh, we're going to talk about these protests that happened recently, 50 states. I just want to say this. Nothing tragedy. There was arrest, but I just want to give everybody up to date. I know I have a lot of my conservative friends not on here. This makes the conservative side looks kind of bad. There hasn't been anything serious, right? Now they did attack in Portland, the ICE, and a lot of arrests, lots of arrests, but nothing too crazy. However, do we have a king? But the words that were coming out of the people's mouths, like to, you know what I mean, right? I'm not going to say this right on YouTube Live. To assassinate Trump. So that did happen. Now, I want to give you some names. Chuck Schumer. Is he a king? Yes or no? 50 years. 50 years, right? Let me give you this. Nancy Pelosi. 38, 40 years, right? And she's going around to retirement centers and saying, king, 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 and ripping things up. So again, guys, those to me are acting like a king. We have no king in the United States of America. Welcome everybody. I'm Sal. I'm your host tonight. Thank you for being here. I'm going to turn the camera around. As soon as we get some in here, I'm going to face some of the parades and protests of all ages also too, real quickly if I could. I want to bring up the report. I don't even want to listen to it or even show you guys. Just take my word. You guys are welcome to go listen to it. There was an African-American man who was a Trump supporter. There's African-Americans who don't vote. There's some are independents. There's whites who are Trump supporters. We get it. Hispanics, so-and-so, gays. And this man is just a man who's just a conservative. He admitted he was a Democrat. Okay? And a Caucasian man, right, Caucasian, saying some horrible things to him. I won't even say. Not only on here, I wouldn't say anytime. Horrible. So who are these evil people? When I say evil, these evil Caucasian Democrats. Those are acting totally aligned. I mean, harassing an African American because he supports Trump. So what? So what if African Americans are Democrats? So what if he supports Trump? He supports Trump. Why? Well, listen. If we had a king, let me tell you this. That's why the African American, Latino voters, Italian voters, Jewish voters was a landslide. That's why people in general voted for Trump. And Trump was asked a question about, is he a king? And he says, I'm not a king. I'm not a king. I work my ass off. He works his ass off. Come on in, guys. We're going to talk about that, and then I'm going to show you this parade. Oh, man, guys, it's hard not to get your I'm not going to say blood pressure up, just to get you rattled up. It really, really is. Now, I want to welcome in my members, Lemon J, my moderators, Lemon J, Janine. I appreciate you guys being here on this Monday. I hope everybody's doing well, believing in yourself, staying healthy, and doing well for yourself, and doing the things you like to do in common sense, like the American way. Not the conservative way, the American way. So we're going to talk about the king, and we're going to talk about some of these protests that are still developing. And also, I met a homeless man today. He didn't want to be on camera, and so I didn't show it. And he said that he seen a Trump hat on me, and he goes, "Go Trump." And I said, "Why do you support Trump?" He says, "Because I support Trump because he gives to us." He goes, "After multiple years, I finally got my Social Security. Reaching out to Social Security, and emails after emails from my family have got me, getting better days for me. I'm able to get a Social Security check." And I'll just say his first name was William. And William, we're going to meet on Friday. I'm not trying to talk him to be on camera anyhow. He's just a man who wants to be privacy because he doesn't want people to know. There's a lot of privacy people out there. So we're going to keep it privacy. But I will share his story with his permission. Now, so let's go back to what's happening right now. So this is Chicago. We're going to take a look at Chicago right now. Should we take a look at Chicago? This was over the weekend, Saturday to be exact. As this governor in Chicago, a real piece of shit, right? And he won $1.3 million in Las Vegas gambling. God bless him. God bless him. It doesn't say a governor can't gamble, but he's a millionaire. And the story behind it is he gave back money to the home. Excuse me. Sorry. He said, quote, unquote, he gave money to a charity of his choice. I forget the charity. I don't know. We didn't see it. But my whole thing is, why would you be gambling when you have all these crises? You want to go gamble. Once you gamble when things are a little calmer in Chicago, and then go to Vegas and gamble. I mean, a lot of people say you shouldn't be gambling. I'm being, I'm just saying, why gamble when you have all these problems developing in your city? So I'm going to turn the camera around real quick here. Here we go. This is in Chicago. No kings. No kings. Welcome in, Coop. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You think that's okay, guys? Yes or no? Was that okay?
Kind of says it all, doesn't it? We got a lot more tape to show you, too.
Was that okay, what we just seen there? Let's go back. Whiskey Tago, thank you. Appreciate it. God bless. Hello, hello. There it is. Oh, that's, what do you guys think? I know a lot of people say, Sal, take it easy, Sal. Take it easy, Mr. YouTuber. It's just fun. It's just fun. All right, guys. It's just fun. We got to understand now. It's one thing saying things about Trump, having a podcast, having a YouTube channel, Facebook, but to go out and use these sticks, I mean, I have a problem with that. Do you have a problem with that? I think that those people, I'm not saying they should be arrested, but I have a problem. These are sick people doing that kind of stuff. But you heard in the audience, there was people saying no kings, no kings. Look, you heard Trump was asked a question, and let me just say this before I do. Welcome in, Ozzy. Hello, Ozzy. Appreciate being here. Look, I quote, I think I need some light. Hold on. Hey, Mike, how are you? Thanks for being here, Mike. Hold on. So, this poll came out of CNN. CNN. And Trump is more popular now on this second term than he was his previous term. Okay? Ready for this? Sorrow and the radical left, those are the ones instigating this no king. That happened in June and now just happened in the month of October this past weekend. Okay? Look, and Trump was asked a question from a reporter, are you a king, sir? Are you a king, sir? He says, I'm not a king. I work my ass off like I do, like a lot of us on here do or did in life, and now are collect Social Security. That kings don't work their ass off. Do we understand that? Yes or no? Kings do not work their ass off for the people of the United States, for the Democrats, for the Republicans, for the independents, the blacks, the whites, Hispanics, so on and so forth. So let's get it straight. There is no kings in the United States of America. And Nancy Pelosi, the instigator of it all, because she went into a hospital and her wearing a dress. If there's any kings out there, look at Nancy Pelosi. 38, 40 years. Chuck Schumer, 50 years. The list continues. A lot of them are getting old and they're going to pass away. For me, they're the kings. Trump works his ass off. And I've said this, if you're new, come on board, like and subscribe. Let me hear about the MAGAs on here tonight, because it aggravates me. We are about making America great once again. We're about common sense, logic. A king doesn't close the border. A king cares about America. A king who cares about the world. Finances, safe, ending 8, 9, 10 wars. Kings don't do that. I think it's getting ridiculous. I like Trump's response. I like how he says I work my ass off. Love him. And if I was Trump, I wouldn't even answer the question anymore. That should be it. I would say next question. Because we all know on here that he's not a king. But again, George Soros and all these radical left are instigating the situation going on in Chicago, Portland, San Francisco, and so on and so forth. And by the way, he was passed today in a court that he has all rights to get ICE in any state. San Francisco, Portland. They did not block it. They agreed. So he'll be coming to your city, and hopefully that's good if your city's having violence and crime. Ice baby, I'm reading in the comments. Hello, Stephen. So sit back and watch ICE take control. And by the way, so once again, most part there wasn't anything crazy. Nobody got hurt really bad. So I know there's a lot of conservative channels. I'm not going to hit them, but they're saying it was out of control. Let me just say this: what I heard. As far as the protest, I'm 100% against this stuff. There's no king, but there wasn't anything radical or crazy. There was nobody got hurt really bad, but they did say some hurtful things like assassinate Trump and do things like that. That's pretty bad. And I think if anybody uses those words about assassination of any president, not just Trump, this goes for our future president, our former presidents, even the worst of the worst. No one deserves. None of us should be able to say that on lives, certainly not out in public, And for that, I think they should get a charge. I said he should get a felony for that. That'll teach him not to say that, I would hope. So, but anyhow, most part, it was pretty peaceful. Well, now, except for the, I think in Portland, they did attack the ICE security, and that's a no-no. It's just crazy. It's crazy we have to have that they're having these parades and having a Trump, blow up doll and hitting them like that. That upsets me. And you know what? Like Trump says, you know what Trump, and I quote, you know what Trump says? Trump said this. Trump says they're not Americans. That's what Trump said. Those people that are saying no kings. He's not referring to people out in the parade. You may be cheering. He's referring to the people who are saying no kings in the party. Nancy Pelosi, instigator. He says they don't love America. Let alone being in politics for 40 years, 50 years. Chuck Schumer. And then we're going to talk about the shutdown because we're still in the shutdown. And it's all to do with Medicaid. And once again, at the end of the day, it's not even care about Medicaid. It's all about Donald Trump. They don't like Donald Trump. So, all right, let me read some comments here. All right, let's see here. Trump doesn't love America as much as Israel. Thank you for your comment. I totally disagree, but that's your comment. And yeah, interesting. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Oh, here we go. So Trump's a liar, Trump's a felon, Trump's a dictator, Trump is Hitler, Trump's the king. But people don't know what the hell a king is. Because I just told you, if you're just coming in, and thank you for liking these lives. Appreciate it. And thank you for supporting our short videos. I think you need to look up what king means. We don't have a king in America. We have never had a king. We've had some horrible presidents. But we've never had a king. Never. And Trump is certainly not a king, because kings, I tell you what, Trump works his ass off. Unless he's sleeping. And I think he's working his ass off when he's sleeping. Again, if you're just coming in, Trump is the last person to go to sleep. Ken Big Fishing, thank you for the membership, and thank you for all your support. It's not unnoticed, my friend. I appreciate you. And he's the first one to wake up, according to J.D. Vance, right? Working his ass off, ending war, making peace. Trying. Ardell, how are you? Thank you for the comment, Ardell, and Lemon J, and Ozzy, and everyone else who was able to support our short videos. It's not unnoticed. I think I read them all, even the negatives, even the trolls, even the haters. I read them all. I very seldom delete any of the messages, by the way, unless it's something race or knocking religion or something that's just bad, really bad. I leave them up there. If you just want to comment on the haters, that's fine. I don't pay them any attention, but I appreciate you guys responding to them. So thank you so much. I tell you what, one thing for sure, we're going to continue working our ass off here. Where? In Las Vegas, helping the homeless people and the vets. We're going to help out anybody that's struggling on the street. That's something that, for me, I was taught a long time ago to help your struggling American out there. Help your neighbor out. And by the way, I've said this many times. I know my moderators and loyal subscribers, Sal, you said it many times. With those who are new, I don't ask them if they're black and white, gay or straight, or I don't even ask them if they're illegal. I'm opposed. I'm against it. But if somebody's struggling, I don't say, are you illegal? And I'm not saying any other YouTube does either. So that sounds like other people are doing it. I've never heard any other YouTuber that helps out the homeless. By the way, shout out to anybody who has a homeless channel out there helping out the homeless. There's been a few who commented on mine, and I commented back. So thank you for all the support. I don't ask them that. I'll feed them. I'll help them if they want help. If they want help, I'll help them. If they don't want help, then, you can't force them. So that's the things that we do on this channel, and me and my wife do on here, helping out the homeless. But again, over the weekend, if you're just coming in, Turning Point USA, in Chicago, in Portland, in Memphis, now in San Francisco, there's no king. Hey, welcome in Lori real quick. Appreciate Lori. We have our moderators in the house tonight. Hey, thank you all moderators. Shout out to all the moderators. Much love to the moderators on here. If you're new, we have a good team in here, and I appreciate all new subscribers and all my loyal subscribers. I cannot ever do these lives without you. Never forget that. So thank you so very much. Love our president. Hey, thank you for putting that in there. Thank you. Thank you. We love our president. Even if you didn't support or vote for the president, we love our president. We support the president. I didn't vote for Biden. He's the president. Barack Obama, he's the president. Working his ass off if you're just coming in. That's what Trump reporter asked. He goes, what'd you say? Well, he didn't say what you say. He goes, excuse me? And he goes, yeah, there's no king. I work my ass off. And he does. We love the Marines. We love all the veterans. We love any man or woman, son and daughter, who's worked their ass off being a veteran. So let me just say this, because the veterans won't say it. I'm going to say it. God bless you, and I salute you in so many ways. But this Nancy Pelosi, she just gets to me. Hannity was reminding me on Fox, Hannity, on Nancy Pelosi. She is a piece of shit. 40 years. What has Nancy Pelosi done for us? Anybody? What has name one thing that Nancy Pelosi has done. Or Chuck Schumer. Double down. Name one thing combination have they done for the American people. Not the Republicans, not the Democrats, but for all. Name one. I'd like to hear from you. What one thing Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer had done in 40, 50 years. Chuck Schumer, 50 years. What have they done? If you guess nothing, you guess right. They've done nothing. They've done nothing but trauma and encouraging hate, breaking up the country. That's what they've done. And now you have the new ones coming in. AOC, the Gavin Newsoms, the Cory Bookers, George Soros, and these radical left. They're the ones who started the no king. And what happens? Then you have some of these people, not many. Thank you, Cooper, to put that in here real quick. Not many, like Trump says, not many, but some that were born here on American soil saying a king. Not many. But it's from Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. It's from some, not all, of these radical left. Not all of them. I don't hear Cooper from Arizona saying it. Josh Shapiro, I don't hear Josh Shapiro say it. Pete Buttigieg, I don't approve on him. I don't hear him saying so, but majority are saying it. When I leave those other names out, I'm not saying I support them. I don't hear Bill Clinton say it. In fact, Bill Clinton congratulated Trump once again for trying to end the war in Ukraine and Russia, because I applaud him. Damn right well, Bill Clinton supports Donald Trump. He won't say it. I'll even go farther. Crooked Hillary probably supports Trump over this mess. How's that for you? How's that for you? But these radical pieces of shit. That's a great comment, Fabian. Excuse me, Cooper. Got you mixed up. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's a great question. The question is, what about if Charlie Kirk? What would Charlie Kirk think about what was going on right now if he was alive? You know, it's just he's looking down, in my opinion, and he's probably just saying, "Wow, continue, everybody, your voice, and voice out on this." So we support Mr. Trump. God bless you with the heart and the flag. Hey, thank you for putting that comment in there. We appreciate that. And for those who are saying hello and hi, Evelyn as one, hello, and welcome to the channel. Now, if you're new, like and subscribe only if you enjoy the content. Otherwise, don't do it. Support your other YouTube channels, though. And also, let us know if you feel comfortable where you're coming in from. What state, and what do you see in there as far as these peaceful protests that, let's be honest, some of the right is saying it was total craziness. Well, it was crazy. They're right. But it wasn't like out of control, right? I mean, I didn't like some of the stuff that I'm seeing with Trump and all that, but there was no like massive fighting, you know. Nobody lost their life, thank God, right? Thank God. God be with us, but nothing like terrible. Even Trump has stated, you know, it's very few. These are Trump words, not mine. These are Trump words, not mine. He says nothing. He said a few. It's probably more than a few, but, you know, that are feeling this way against our country. And there's also people that were there who are Trump supporters saying no kings. So it was a little mixed, you know. No kings. But you didn't see them getting out of control, right? They were just like, no kings. You don't hear about them attacking ICE. And by the way, if you're just coming in, do you know ICE agents are Democrats? Do you know ICE agents are Republicans? Do you know ICE agents are gay, straight, white, black? They're not just Republicans or conservatives. They're not just MAGA. So when you attack, please spread this. Please, if there's one video to share this. They don't know. They're attacking law. ICE is just doing their job. They are doing what they're told to do to protect the city and the state and that district from being out of control. And they're getting attacked. So I hear people say, oh, they're all Republicans, ICE. They're all Trump. They're all straight men. They're all white. No, it's not the truth. However, there was one Caucasian who on this channel, we will never approve on this. One Caucasian telling an African-American off in words, no violence, words, saying you're not a real blank blank. Why are you on MAGA? Excuse me? Since when MAGA is white or straight? MAGA is all. Fact, I'm not making this up. And I got to write down his channel. It's a transgender channel. And she is amazing. She's a Trump supporter. So, you know, it's common sense. Now, I'm not here to persuade you. Ah, there it is, Cooper. Thank you for using the emojis. Thank you. There he is. And I was going to wear that shirt tonight, Cooper. I was going to wear it. I decided to wear the black here. I'm lying. Listen, I am not lying. There's all types of people. And the people are saying I'm lying. You just go around. You'll see. You talk to people, you know. Yeah, I got to write the station down. And I'm not just encouraging people to watch it because she's a transgender. So maybe that came out wrong. She's really good. Very good. Knows her stuff. Doesn't cuss. Doesn't put down the transgender community at all. She doesn't put anybody down. She just says, she goes on to say, like, in her opinion, don't do the whole total operation before 18 because you don't know yourself and all that stuff. And I agree. But she backs Trump up on like 85, 90%. She was a Democrat before and just supports Make America Great. So there's all types of people out there. And for that Caucasian elderly white man to make racial names to that African American who just salutes and agrees with Trump, who's out of line, Now, I'm not saying he should be arrested, but I tell you what, if I was him, I'd probably knock him the hell out. That's just me. I say knock him out, physically knock him out. It's just horrible that we're living in this world. It's a shame. And it's very few Caucasians that are doing that too. I'm not just calling out that. Just like there's very few African Americans, Hispanics, gay, straights, Italians, you know, it's always a few. So we can't just say because of one person, you know what I mean? There's always a few. And like Trump says, if you're just coming in, this protest or this turning point or these no king protests, whatever the hell you want to call them, it's not many. Long live the king. Hey, Tim, good to see you. Thank you. All right, let me get a cigar. Yeah, Maribel, my wife doesn't like it. She says, I don't like it. You know who else doesn't like it? Mama. My mama. My mom. Trump, she don't like. Don't care for him. Never did. Moderate Democrat. She said, I don't like that. I said, Mom, do you think we have a king? No. I go, Mom, you sound like a Republican. She said, no. I'm an American. So there's a lot of people who don't encourage that, or Democrats as well, right? All right, here. Let's see here. Trump's wife is illegal. She's not. She's a citizen. So do your homework. Now, if you're just coming in live, we appreciate you being here on this Monday, work week Monday, or at least for me it is. Mustang Mike, what's going on, my friend? Hey, Mike, Mustang Mike, thank you so much for all your support on the shorts videos as well. Now, the question I have is, where's all the mega at tonight? Put it in there. 4 words. Make American great again. Put it in there. Put the flag in there. We have the greatest president ever. The best of the best. Saving our ass. Saving democracy. Saving the Republican Party. Saving the Democrat Party. Oh, yeah, people saying, what are you talking about, Sal? We don't want to save the Democrat Party. Yeah, we do. If you're new to the channel, you need competition, right? You don't want one pizza place. You don't want stuff. You want competition. We want to save the Democrat Party. We want to make it common sense. Just debate, different views, right? Like the Clinton years. Different thoughts. You want different thoughts. Yes, you're going to have a landslide here and there. We just had the biggest landslide. It was amazing, right? Why Trump's not a king? Why he's not a king? He won. First round knockout. Knocked Kamala out. Yes, even Democrats voted for Trump. Even Trump haters voted for Trump. You know why? Behind closed doors, they say, holy shit. We need somebody tough. We need somebody smart. We need somebody who talks every day. We need somebody who tries. We need somebody who ends wars, stop illegals. So even the people who didn't like Trump, who are saying they hate him right now, yeah, you guys voted for him. He won the people's vote. He won the people's votes. He did. I'm not making it up. Check it out. He's the president. He's the president. King Trump. You voted for him. I voted for him 3 times. Who else voted for him? Be honest. I'm not going to hate you at all. If you're a Democrat and you voted for Donald Trump, but you don't like him now, just say yes. Let's see who has enough balls to put it in there. It's okay. It's okay. I voted for Bush. What the hell was I thinking? I voted for George W. Bush. Let me know. We make mistakes. Let me know. Let me know. Because you know damn right well, you hate Trump because you're just playing along. You hate him because you think he's going to take Medicaid away, food stamps away, this and that, whatever. He's not taking anything away. Trust me, I'm 100% sure. If you deserve it, you're going to get it. If you're attempting to work, you're going to be fine. He's not taking Social Security. He's not taking away Medicare. He's not. He's not going to reduce your benefits. If you get your SNAP benefits reduced, it's because you're either lying or something. He's not here to destroy anybody who's trying. That's the bottom line. He'd rather you try to be successful. There's some people who need Medicaid. Seriously. Let's be honest. There's some people who need SNAP. Had some hard times. A lot of kids. Things went south with the marriage. He's not trying to do that. Hey, good evening, Kathy. Always good to see Kathy. Another member. Members. Thank you all, members. Thanks for being honest, Cooper. Yeah, I'm trying to, I see a lot of you are chatting among each other, which is great. Just one thing I want to say, I'm trying to catch up with it. If you're chatting among each other, all I ask for is to read Cooper's rules there, no spamming and, hate speech and asking to be a mod and that kind of stuff. That's all. And I would just say this. The only thing I will say, maybe in that comment, is not necessarily time you out on one thing. People have the freedom of speech, but if it goes on several times and we have no choice, got to have some of these rules. Otherwise, things get chaos. So thank you for putting that in there. Trump is working for free is 100% true. Lemon J, thank you. Thank you, my loyal subscriber and friend. And thank you for everything you do on the short videos and your comments. I know you're going like that. No problem. Yeah, he's working for free. And those who are saying hi, hello, appreciate you. And if you want to comment, guys, don't be shy and comment. If you really want to get a comment, I was talking to Maribel. Maribel said, maybe you should start saying this. If you really want to get some and you want to debate or you want to get something across and you say, oh, Sal didn't read it, like negative, put a donation in. Put a super chat in. I'll read it and I'll give it to the homeless. If you really want to get something across, haters, put it in there. Some do. I'll read it. I'll find it. I'll read it. Right, Mike? So, I can't read them all. Now, tonight's a little easier, 200-300 in here, but when it gets to 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, it's hard to read them all. So, but for those who just want to put a comment in, I'll make every attempt to read it. Don't be shy. If it's your first time here, come on board. When we talk about what the hell's going on in this world. Most recently, we're talking about no kings. And there's no kings. Never been a king. But we do point fingers at Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer for instigating the no kings or the kings. Now, somebody just put, I hate Trump. I don't feel, mods, and if you did, that's okay. I don't feel that person should be timed out, whoever that is. I hate Trump. Now, that person says it over and over. I still don't care, but YouTube looks at it that way. But that, you didn't say, well, assassinate or something like that. It's just my opinion. So I have no problem with it. But if you say it over and over, then we have to just time out for a little bit. As a German, hold on, let me read that. As a German, first of all, shout out, God bless the Germans. I can say that USA is getting into a fascist state. Billy, what's going on? Make America great again. God bless. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yep. Love our president. Mike, thank you for putting that in. Hey, Mike, hope you're enjoying yourself. You had a good time on your little getaway. Welcome back. I think you've been back for a little bit. No kings, no kings. Yeah, there's no kings. It's just stupid nonsense. That's all it is. It's a lot of hate. And I got to tell you, it's not even the people that are doing it, really. It's because they're getting uneducated from our leaders. So, I don't point too many fingers at these few people that are doing it. It's all because of the leaders. When you have a former House representative, Nancy Pelosi, and you have Chuck Schumer saying it, and you're a Democrat, what happens? Particularly for young, no excuse if you're young, I'm just saying, you buy into this. It doesn't mean you're bad, but, Hey, I just want to shout out to Kathy once again. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times, several times. Not on those, Kathy, for gifting 5 memberships. We appreciate Kathy. So let's make sure we, if you got gifted a membership, just say thank you. I'm sure Kathy's like, no problem, but it's just a nice thing to do, American way to do. So thank you, Kathy, for 5 gifted membership. Hey, thank you, Cooper, for pinning that message, and thank you, moderators, for being here, all your support. If anybody's going through any rough times, whether you're coming across this channel and you're homeless, remember, better days to come. Only you can make that change. We pray for you, but only you can make that change, right? Now, I got to fix the tripod a little bit here, so I got a little bit of a problem here. I'm trying to, okay. I don't want the words to be covering my face. So I know some of you, it's a little aggravating, but I have a, let me just see what I can do here real quick. So time out real quick here. Thank you, Kathy. All right, that's the best I could do, guys, on that. I know the wording could interfere or could distract some people, and I apologize, but these verticals are tough. I tell you what I might do on our next live. I might go live. I won't go vertical. I'm going to try another way. Also, thank you, Whiskey Tango, for all your support. Appreciate it. Just 1 second, guys. I'm going to move this over 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 short second. You guys can chat. I'm going to see if I can fix this. If I can try to fix this here. All right, that might be better. I think that's better. A little bit better. No. Oh, well, I'm going to have to leave it alone. All right, it's the best I can do. Upside down would be cool. Yeah, maybe we'll do a little upside down. Upside down. You're turning me. Remember that? Donna Summers? I don't know. All right, welcome in, everybody, and happy Monday. And you have found a great station here. We got great people supporting this channel. I don't know why am I still playing around with this? Oh, that's better. Oh, there you go. Leave it alone, Sal. Forget about it. All right. Richard, hello. Diana Ross, thank you. Diana Ross. Thank you, Lemon J. Did you guys ever think that we have a world like this calling the President of the United States that I voted for 3 times, 2-term president, calling him a king, dictator, and Hitler? Think about it. We ever think we see that? I never did. Oh man, I don't know. It's broke. I gotta get quiet here, guys. It's driving me nuts. Probably driving me more nuts than you guys. Yeah, this thing's not working well. My parents were hippies. Yeah, so was mine. You fix this?
You not read my messages, so I went to another side.
Yeah,
I sent you a lot of comments.
send a super chat if you want me to read your message, Maribel. I love you. 34 years married yesterday. You don't read my message. Send a super chat. I was watching a channel last night. This kid was good. Dizzy, what's happening? Got a Cuban, Gizzy. Gizzy. And he says, send me super chats. I'm like, I don't know if I like it, but he was referring to the trolls. Not the trolls, the haters or disagreement. All right. Dizzy, what's going on in your world? I hope you're doing well, you and your wife. Hey, I appreciate all of you coming in here tonight. Kathy, thank you. 34 years married. I don't know how the hell my wife did it. You know? All I do is talk. But I do listen. And I think that's what makes marriages, with a little luck, go on like the battery that we used to hear in the 80s or 90s. Just keep ticking and ticking and ticking. Patience. Love that. Patience. Patience. Sometimes I have it. Sometimes I don't. And vice versa. Maribel as well. Now, just want to say this. We're going to talk about the ending the war with Ukraine. Here's the problem. This Zelensky, he's acting. He's not acting right. He should be kissing our ass. And once again, if you're coming in, we need to end this war. But when you have Ukraine Zelensky saying, well, where are we going, Trump? This and that. Speaking of patience, Kathy, he's like, I know he's, look, here's the deal. We don't need them. We don't need Ukraine. We don't need Russia. Trump's doing everything he could to cripple Russia and Moscow, right? He made a deal with India. They're done doing business. They were only doing 30% of oil. They said, okay, we're all on board with you, Trump. Not Trump, the United States. Now he's arranging with China president. Most countries in Europe is not doing business, so he's doing everything he could. Now it's up to Putin to say, hey. But, Ukraine, Zelensky, I appreciate him going to the White House, and he said some good things. He dressed up in black. He looked good. But, he can't keep knocking Trump. It's not Trump's fault. It's Biden committee. Yes or no? It was the Biden administration that got us into this war. So he should be kissing Trump's ass and supporting him. I mean, he's mad at Trump because Trump's not sending over tomahawks and more weapons. Well, wait a minute. Time out. How much money are we going to spend? I'm sorry, guys. You can agree. Or I'm sorry, you can disagree. But my goodness, we've spent money and money and money and it added to the deficit. Tomahawks, yeah, Trump has mentioned that. Yes, Biden got us into this war. Trump is about ending wars. Biden committee, with all due respect to former President Biden, he was the president. They got us into this. No more money for anyone overseas. Yeah, I mean, it's getting crazy. We can't do it anymore. So I understand where he's going, but, they got themselves into the mess. Ukraine and Russia. And I know a lot of you are going to disagree, say it was all Russia, but they got into this mess. We got enough problems. And Trump has done more than enough to try to end that war. More than enough. Meeting him in Alaska. Having Zelensky over twice. Having all European presidents to the White House. Having hamburgers and fancy drinks and making them feel comfortable. Because Europe knows they're behind us because they know it's all about money. And Europe knows that this war's hurting them more than us. So, love that, Dizzy. Thank you. Miss you. Good to see you tonight. So, absolutely. So that's your problem. Zelensky's part of the problem, not the whole problem, but a lot of it.
And Catherine Zeta-Jones, remember the movie Entrapment? That's that movie.
Let me lower the TV, sorry. All right, so somebody just put MAGA is dead, I quote. These people are what? All right, these people are stupid. Yes, thank you for putting that comment, Jim. It's just crazy that Ukraine wants more money, more weapons, and more support from the United States. And I'm sorry, don't give it to him, President Trump. Enough is enough. MAGA is alive and well. Thank you for putting that in there, Dizzy. Appreciate you. MAGA, Make America Great Again, is the best. Trump is your president, and he'll be the president. Continue. Trump's name's going to be there forever. And then we're going to have J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio or whoever. Democrat is done. So for those who are coming in here, I hate to break your heart. They will not win the House. 0% chance. 2% chance to win the presidency in 2028. And I'm going to make a stronger comment. I hate to think way ahead, but they're probably out of a mission for a long time. Unless they change. Change it doesn't mean become a conservative. Change it doesn't mean make becoming a MAGA. But what it changes is make common sense. Support issues in your party, and don't call out dictator, Hitler, and the king, and wishing death on and trying to assassinate Donald Trump. Let's be honest. And saying hurtful words. And when you have Charlie Kirk, may he rest in peace, whether you support him or not, and saying, bad things I won't even say. That is not the American way. That's not the Republican way, MAGA way, independent way, or Democrat way. It's not an American way. And it has to stop. And a lot of these leaders are encouraging this. Okay? They are encouraging it with these hateful words. You don't see conservative people doing that. Very few on past presidents. Very few. You know, laughing at Biden falling and stuff like that. I mean, there was a few people who got out of control, but not many. Mainly how he ruined this world. That's what happened. He ruined us. And now we went from here to here. Isn't it crazy? We went from a follower, dementia, senile, whatever the hell you want to call him, to the best of the best. And now they want to call him the king. And I got your king right here. That's what Trump should say. I got your king right here. You look like Trump's best friend. I am. Let's see here. No kings. We love America. Thank you for putting that in there. Appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate everybody being here on this Monday. Thank you so much. AI, what's that? AI jobs are coming? Yeah. Coming for all jobs. Robert De Niro calls Stephen Miller a Nazi. I quote, piece of shit. Robert De Niro, he's another one. He's not a real Italian. Another piece of shit. And I can say it. Crazy, crazy. Thank you, Whiskey Tango, for the flower. Appreciate you. Stephen Miller, a Nazi.
I think he sends the greatest message if he sues the network and De Niro and those hosts, because that is the message. Let them defend it. Let them explain away the fact that they supported this and listened to this dribble.
I appreciate you guys being here. You know, I got to say this. As crime is down in Washington, what's it been, over a month with National Guards and ICE there? Crime is now down. Do you know crime is already down in Portland because ICE agents doing their job, protecting their town? Isn't it amazing? And people are still going to complain, and governors are still going to complain about Trump. Why? Why? Give me one reason why you would complain. Thank you, Angel. The hell was that? A Democrat. Did you hear that? Ah! That's a Democrat. Crying. Still crying. Get over it. The view's still on. The view's not off the air yet. You could smile. Elvis Presley. He was a king. That's a good one, actually. Sounds like Kamala. Probably had too much wine. She had too much wine. I lost. See. Canada laughs at you guys. Is that true? I see a lot of Canadians come on here and don't say that. So, but thank you for your comment. What the hell? Democrats. I got Democrats on my block. Thank you, Lemon J. Laughter is, it is good. It is good. But that was like crying. Hello for those who are saying hi. Thank you. Thank you for saying hi and joining our live. Stephen, I never really get tired of winning. I just keep winning and winning and just better and better. Making American great, common sense, laughs. So thank you, Stephen. 40 billion would it be to Argentina? It was a Democrat cat. It was a cat. Well, it could have been a human. Yeah, it was. They hear me. Those damn Trump supporters. Damn Trump supporters. Can't they shut up? They never shut up, Cooper. Thank you for putting the flag. Appreciate you. No kings. Damn right. Not in America. Trump. Trump. all day, all night, all year. 2028, 2032, 2036, 2040. Marco Rubio, Trump. J.D. Vance, Trump. Pam Bondi, Trump. I don't know about that. Not sure if I'd vote for her. Nikki Haley, Trump. Well, I probably wouldn't vote for her either. Not because they're women, by the way. As soon as I said it, I'm like, why did I say it? Not because they're women. I just don't care for either one of them. My opinion. Absolutely, Rubio. Ah, I like that comment. Very interesting. JD and Trump as vice president. Absolutely can be done, by the way. Great comment. Great comment. Who said that? I'm going to call that name out. That was a good one. Yeah, that was a great comment. I like that. I don't think anybody else has said that. Trump vice president. JD Vance, excuse me, president. Or Marco. Trump would never work for somebody else. Yeah, I don't know. But for the right candidate, you know, if he liked him and support him, I don't know about that. I hear you. I'm thinking about it. It's not illegal. Can happen. Trump can do anything. He can change the... Trump can do anything he wants. Trump can do anything he wants. He can wake up tomorrow and just do whatever hell he wants. Let me piss off a lot of people here. Now the cat, I don't hear. Or the crying. Gone. Hey, thank you so much for the 77 likes. I appreciate you guys joining me on this live Monday. I know there's World Series on. And there's NFL football. In fact, let's see what's going on with that. So I appreciate you guys taking your time to tune in on this Monday. Hope everybody's doing well. Once again, if you're struggling in any kind, remember, only you can make that change. If you're homeless, we got a football game on, baseball game on, and we got Sal live. You choose. All right. That's funny. You love makeup wearing man. They all wear makeup. When I say they all the presidents. Yeah. You haven't been banned. You want to be banned? I'm surprised I haven't been banned yet. Did you do something out of the ordinary? Appreciate you guys, all your love on this Monday. Now, if you are new, make sure you have like and all so you don't miss any lives. Sal, I can't take you serious, that goofy hat. Appreciate all your great comments on the shorts. Thank you, Lemon. You're fired, you're banned. Yeah. Some great comments. Some funny comments. I appreciate that. Me in politics. My wife doesn't want me in politics. You guys, I would tell them all off. Tell the Republicans off, Democrats. I tell everybody off. And then I buy them a beer or a cigar. How about those Epstein files? You have them? Laugh a little bit. No kings. Damn right. Not in America. He would have been good, Cooper. He would have been good. He'd been real good, actually. And God had more plans for him, other plans. Why didn't Biden release those files? Exactly. Whoever put that in there. Thank you. Thank you for putting that comment in there. Great response. Great response, actually. Quicker than me. Is that right, Jason? I'll read a few more comments here. Billionaires rule. If you're a billionaire, you worked your ass off. That's good. Should rule. Trump is trying to become the king. Trump was a man of child. If anybody hasn't wrote a comment before, go ahead and put a comment in. Put a comment in. My wife is pissed. She went on another channel. Did you hear her? You didn't read my comment. I'm going on another channel. Do you have an orange tan? No. Mine's real. MAGA's the best. Trump's the best. The best president ever. Keeping our ass safe. Common sense. The best. He's the best. If Trump's the best, put it in there. The best. The best. Best ever. Trump is the best. Remember, you guys voted for him. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't vote for him. Yeah, the people. He won the people's vote. He won easy. He was Mike Tyson in the 90s. Knockout, 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 double knockout, TKO, knockout. He won. Democrats voted for him. Think about it, guys. If it was those who hate Trump, call him the king. You voted for him. Your party voted for him. Why? Common sense. Knew he was the best. So you could put in the words like the worst. You could put in the words king. You could put the words dictators. We've heard it all, right? But he won. Easy win. He didn't win just by a little bit. Although a win's a win. He won by a lot. He took over swing states, like here in Nevada. He took over almost every state but California and New York. We got the best economy ever. Unemployment's down. Money's being exchanged. Making peace. Ending 8, 9, 10 wars. Closing borders. Taking nukes out in Iran. And trying to end another war. He's done all that in a short period of time. The best. I didn't see Bush do that. Not even Clinton, who I voted for. And Bush, who I voted for. I didn't see those presidents do it. Or the previous. So eat it up. It's not going to go away. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and say, Kamala's the president. Or AOC. No, it's not going to happen. You're not going to win the House. It's going to be run by Republicans. Not going to win in 2028 unless you change. And I don't mean anybody on here to change. I'm saying, let me clarify. Somebody who has enough balls to change the policy, to change their party. So, all I say to you guys is, sit back and enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride to victory. Not for Trump. Not for J.D. Vance. Not for Marco Rubio. Not for Pam Bondi. The victory for who? Right. All. Democrats, Republicans, Independents. So it's a victory for all of us. And you know that, and I know that. The haters know that. The Democrats know that. Certainly the moderate Democrats know that. All people know that. Behind closed doors, they'll go on the internet, they'll go on live chats, go on Facebook. Thank you. And they'll go, but behind closed doors, they're telling their partner, their husband, their wife, their kids, their grandkids. You know what they're saying? Those on here and out. He is doing a good job. I know it. I've heard it. I heard from family members who voted for against her. He's doing good. He has balls. He's a leader. He doesn't follow. He's unique. Tariffs. Has balls. Nancy Pelosi, Bill Clinton, Bush, and a few others all said tariffs might work. They never did it. Why? They're worried about their legacy. Trump, don't worry about anything. He's going to continue to move America through him to help us and years to come, and both parties. Bottom line, exclamation mark. Saving our ass. And that's it. Like the flag says, get over it. Get over it. He's a winner. He's a winner. Just like all of us on here, we're all winners. My wife's a winner. I'm a winner. We're all winners. Kamala was very unqualified. Yeah, I'm sure she's a good person. I appreciate that she likes wine. I like wine. She's got a nice smile. Somewhat attractive. Nothing about politics. Well, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. It's not about being fair. She has no clue. In fact, my sources told me if you're new to the channel, while Biden was president, she used to do her nails. And Biden would say when his mind was okay, hey, what are you doing over there? Oh, I'm sorry. I got to do my nails. She was a joke. A total joke. Well said, Janine. Bring in destruction. I'll read a few more comments. Now, once again, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate all the new subscribers, original subscribers, and moderators. Appreciate you guys on this beginning of the week, work week for a lot of us. For me, thank you for being here. Ice, baby, love it. If you're first time here, let us know. And we are live every day. Now, we do have a lot of shorts almost every day, helping out the homeless on here. Once again, we don't look at anybody who's a Democrat, Republican, or even illegal. We go out, when I say we, me and my wife, and everybody here who helps out, support this channel, go out and help out the homelessness. That's something else that we got to continue to fight. Republicans, Democrats, together have to help out the struggling veterans and people that are on the streets. And for those who say they want to be there, some want to be there, you're right. But we still got to help them out and encourage them to nobody be out in the street and have a roof over their head. Unless it's those who want to be out in nature life and for those who want to experience those kind of types, because they call themselves homeless and venturing in, areas of camping. That's something a little bit different. But we all should support each other and help out our neighbors. We should never, ever lose the love of America. That is the Republican way. That is the common sense way. That is the American way. To help our brother and sister and are struggling. Because it can happen to any of us at any time. Bad things can happen. Unfortunately, we can't figure it out. And we can continue doing that. Thank you for the donation, Frank. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. High five, fist bump. So we got to continue to always not forget about struggling people. Like they say, help out your neighbor in the Bible. Help out your struggling. Do what you can do. And it doesn't mean money. It means it could be food. It could be a hello. Do you need help? Helping out with trash cans. Helping out our elderly. All that stuff. We lost. We lost under the Biden administration. We lost under the Bush administration. We lost it. And it needs to come back. That's important. Values. Help. Help out. Because you can't depend on the government, and we shouldn't depend on socialism. Because I said this again, free, we end up paying for it. And let's just say some of us don't mind paying for it. Okay, but if you pay year after year after year, what happens after you continue to pay? You're bankrupt. So we can't continue to pay. Like a subscriber said a long time ago on here, these SNAP, Medicaid is supposed to be for temporary, for some. And that's why we're in a shutdown. That's why Chuck Schumer wants to he shut it down. Whatever happened, tax on overtime, no tax on tips, and no tax on overtime. It's in the new big beautiful bill. What are you talking about? Hasn't been. It's there. Thank you, Whiskey Tank. What are you talking about? It's in the big beautiful bill. You mean it hasn't been? It's not actually out taking effect. Is that what you mean? It's there. Done deal. The only thing that didn't go through, but did go through, went through, didn't go through, is the no tax on Social Security. They couldn't really do that. So what they did was they're going to have incentives on certain tax bracket for seniors that they're going to get big benefits. I believe $4,000 or something like that. So all these things are in there. As far as another American-made cars. Oh, don't worry if you don't have an American-made car. Maybe you have a hybrid or a Tesla. You're going to get benefits too. So look, I'm not a big fan of adding to the deficit, but on fairness, Trump never said he was not going to add. And by the way, at least he's giving to the people, the American people. He's not sending money to condoms in other countries, or Sesame Street in other countries, or transgender in other countries, or all this other bullshit stuff, let's be honest, that Americans never got. So if you're going to spend money, spend it to the people here. So that's another reason why he won here in Vegas. I'm not going to go back and forth with this no tax on tips. It's done. Explanation mark. Finished. Complete. Fazul. Done. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much. Now, I'm going to give everybody about 3 minutes for those who are interacting with each other. I always like to give 2-3 minutes to say your goodnights and to see you next time. So I'll stay on for 3 minutes. Thank you so very much. Anybody else want to put a last comment in before we end this live? Now's the time. We got about 3 minutes to go. I appreciate once again for those in here. And thank you so much. Billy, thank you so much. Appreciate both of you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for helping out the homeless. And for those who... Laughing Disco. Love that. That's a good one. Thank you, Billy. Thank you so much. For those who donated, there's been so many on the short videos. We appreciate on behalf of me and Maribel, and I'm sure the homeless, speaking on all the homeless, they all appreciate it. Chuck Schumer tried to play games, and he got caught, and he got found. He's a piece of shit. AOC's going after his position, though. So, going after him. Deborah, thank you for all your support. I appreciate you guys. He's a, boy, don't even get me going. That Chuck Schumer, he's the worst of the worst. Yeah, there's a better name for him. Schumer for prison. You're exactly right, Lori. You're exactly right. And Lori, I hope you were doing well over there in your neck of the woods. You know what I mean? And your family. Halloween! Halloween's approaching. Whiskey Tango, thank you once again. Hey, guys, thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate all the donations on here. Billy, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you all very, very much. Hey, listen, I always like to say this here. Spend time with yourself before you spend time with your husband, your wife, your partner, your kids. After all that's done, then come online, Facebook, our live, another live, entertainment, and then have some entertainment. But never forget that. Got to spend time with ourselves. Very important, guys. Okay? It is. It's before we get in on here. Hey, thank you so much, Lemon J. Thank you all moderators for being here. Janine, what I do without you. Mike M. Good to see you're back. Ozzy, everyone else on here tonight, helping out in many, many ways. I appreciate you guys. Much love to you guys. Again, without you guys, I'm not on these lives. I will be live at some point tomorrow. I just can't give the notifications. My hours switch all the time. I'm rattling on. Will be live, God willing, tomorrow. Might be a little later, but I will be live. Thank you so very much. See you all, people, God willing, tomorrow. Take it slow out there. Be safe before you drive to point A to point B. Get up early. Don't rush. Take a deep breath. Love yourself. God bless. I'm out. Bye-bye. Happy birthday, Billy. Hey, Lemon, thanks for putting that. I missed that. Happy birthday to you, Billy. God bless. Celebrate it all week. Forget about it. Happy birthday to anybody else on here. Anniversaries. God bless you all. Take care. Thank you, Lemon J, for putting that in there. I'm glad you did. Take care.